Right. Let's try Bruma Quest and see if people are listening. I should try to see the count once the returns of the gates.
The Divine Crusade. I heard the gauntlets. We're all wondering when more of those evil gates are going to open. I'd leave town if I dared. Farewell.
Do you need help to get rid of these?
It's my pleasure. Please, continue. I won't risk my guard attacking that infernal Oblivion gate. We'll hold the walls and hope for the best.
Hello there. This might be a long one.
I hear the shield of the Crusader's been found. He thinks to use his position as head of the Elder Council to make himself emperor. He will not succeed.
Alright.
Good day.
I will do directly head for Bruma, and I guess I will do later the gate. Alright. But it's 4 PM. I think I will only take the tea for tonight. Which will be in about 2-3 hours.
I've heard of you. You're the Divine Crusader everybody's talking about. Not that I can think of. People are mostly staying home, what with all the troubles in the world. I'm here to show Bruma's errant Nords the path to the true faith. They must put aside their heathen gods and worship the Nine. Blackwood Company takes any and all contracts and always completes them. Hard to beat that. Bye.
So potentially a 7-8 hour stream. We'll see. Maybe not if I feel.
I'm Sirach, Bruma's chapel healer. The chapel has made enemies here in the past. The Nords prefer their dragon Ismir to our father Akatosh. Not that I can think. Take a pleasure to... Yes, a vampire hunter. As far as I know, he just showed up recently here and apparently. Braden Lyrian was one of those. He seemed to be so...
You know, already knew that information maybe 25 hours ago. Well, the goal is to reach either 90 quests completed or 100 if possible. Would be nice.
Can't you see that I'm upset? Not that it's anybody's business, but I have noticed voices coming from Jerl's house. But I've never seen anybody but Jerl go in or out. Strange.
Information?
With those Oblivion gates opening everywhere, it's only a matter of time before another city goes the way of Kvatch.
Kvatch?
I suppose I can trust you with this information. After all, if you can help me recover my stolen gold, you may find yourself earning some of it. I know what you've heard, all about Jorundr and his run-in with the town guard. Well, let's just say it isn't exactly all true. I may have let a detail or two leak out to entice someone such as you to assist me. Until you agree to my scheme, I don't want to say more. All I can promise is that you'll be making a lot of money. Are you in or are you out?
Sure.
Smart answer. Here's the deal. Jorundr and I have had a rocky relationship at best. Against my will, I've been dragged all over Cyrodiil helping him commit petty crimes. I wouldn't say we're thieves. I mean, we've stolen things, sure. But we've never stolen that much at one time. Just enough to keep us going. That is until last year. Jorundr started to take risks and began robbing more dangerous targets. Not just lone merchants, mind you. I'm talking about the bigger scores, like estates and tax shipments. I begged him to stop, as I knew that his capers would one day lead to violence. He just threatened to hurt me if I got in his way. I think the gold changed him, I really do. He wasn't the man I met 7 years ago. The few times I tried to say something, he'd strike me or push me away. I began to become frightened of him. Our last score was a tax shipment being delivered to the Imperial City. We robbed it, and in the midst of the chaos, Jorundr killed a guard. I was mortified. We snatched up the gold and holed up in the mountains. He said if I breathed a word of the murder to anyone, he'd kill me. I was terrified of him at this point. 2 days later, the Bruma City Guard traced us to our makeshift campsite. I was off gathering food, but Jorundr was captured. Served him right. When I went back to the site later, the gold was gone. He'd moved it. What I need you to do is go to the Bruma Castle dungeons and speak to him for me. Convince him to tell you where the gold is, and then we split it. He's not likely to just come out and tell you, so get creative.
I think I'll need to know how to get these parchments. I might as well go be put to good use.
A pleasure to see you. Hail, sir.
Oh, it's a bit more confusing.
Well met. Yeah. What can I do for you, sir? What a bother. Don't be too long about it. I got to stay with you, so there isn't any funny business. No touching the locks. No touching the locks. All day.
I don't know who you are, nor do I care. All I know is that I want you to leave. I'm not talking to you about anything. You're an outsider. I bet you're trying to trick me into telling something and the guards put you up to it. That fetcher of a guard, Terrelius, is always trying to be sneaky. Well, you can forget it. Tell him it isn't going to work.
No touching the locks.
Right, calm down. Il refuse de me parler, il ne dit pas qu'il parle aux étrangers, je pense qu'il refait en fait que je ne suis pas un prisonnier. Le seul moyen de parler à lui est de se faire arrêter. Let's see.
Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Serve your time peaceably and pay your debt to society.
Les ont été confisqués par les gardes. Ils les ont récupérés quand ils auraient servi aux sentences. Éligible pour quand ça servir. J'ai un crime, mais j'ai été envoyé à la prison. Peut-être que maintenant je peux convaincre Jorundr de me dire à propos de leur voler.
By the way the guards tossed you in here, I can see you're no friend of theirs. I suppose I can trust you.
fact, maybe you can help me with a bit of a problem, and make some money for yourself in the process. I'm in here for the long haul. They got me for murder, even though I didn't do it. Once the Count makes a ruling, there's no way it's changing. I owe all of this to that heartless, treacherous witch, Arnora. You want to know what happened? I'll tell you. I was betrayed, stabbed in the back. I'm in here and Arnora's out there, living in my house. We were doing petty crimes all over Cyrodiil. Small scores, 10 gold here, 25 there. Nothing big enough to have them investigate you. Then along comes Arnora with a plan to waylay a tax shipment headed for the Imperial City. We're talking serious gold, complete with armed escorts. I told her she was crazy, but she insisted. Women have a way of getting men to do what they want. So we did it. We ambushed the shipment. In the process, Arnora killed a guard. I told her to be careful and just knock them out, but she didn't listen. We then buried the gold in the woods. Then she disappears to get supplies. Suddenly, the campsite gets raided by the Bruma City Guard. There's no way they could have found us. Oh, there's no doubt she tipped them off. But I was one step ahead. I had moved the loot while she was away. My final revenge. Or was it? I'll tell you. I want Arnora dead. That's right, I said dead. She took my life away, and now I want hers taken as well. You do this for me, and you get the gold. All of it. All I need is proof is that damn amulet she always wears. Show that to me, and the money's yours. You want the gold? You bring me Arnora's amulet after she's dead. Finally, a chance for revenge.
Alright, so technically...
Nothing to lose, so why not just tell me and save us both a heap of trouble?
Yeah, sure. And I suppose I just end up rotting while you spend it all? Forget it.
You're gonna end up rotting here anyway, you idiot.
Look, you horse's ass. I never trusted city guardsmen. Never. So I'm definitely not gonna start trusting you, Terrelius.
Suit yourself. Enjoy your stay.
Okay. That's an interesting plot point.
I'm your relief. Another day, another sentence.
Okay, let's see. Do I gain infamy by this? 1 day jail. We don't have infamy, so that's okay. Okay. Alright, we are good so far. Time to go back with armor. Guess we'll get favor. Speechcraft. Shield of Crusader. I've actually lost a bit of speed too. Maybe I lost a level. Don't think so. I have to do a heavy armor back, let's see. Which means I won't be able to go quick. Jorundr compte une différente histoire sur ce qui s'est passé avec Arnora. Il disait qu'elle l'a fait emprisonner, espérant voir l'or pour elle-même, mais qu'il avait bougé. Il est furieux et veut sa revanche. Jorundr m'a offert de me donner tout l'or si je l'assassinais. Ce que je vais faire, c'est lui montrer son amulette. So technically, we could be doing the brutal thing, and if she did defeat, assassinate, then
Please, go ahead.
Hi there.
Hello. Hail, sir.
if she did assassinate, then we won't have the issue with the confrérie noire. I forgot the name.
A pleasure to speak with you. Good day.
But if there's a lie, we can always use the power of quick save. She did give information about the other quest, so technically, not everything is lost. Let's see.
Welcome back. So, were you able to find out about the gold or not? How could you stand sharing a cell with that imbecile? With those Oblivion... So he told you another one of his tall tales. I hope you didn't believe him. What's he got in store for me? He sent you to kill me, is that it? What if there was another way? What if he thought I was dead, but I wasn't? Then he'd tell you the location of the gold. What did he need as proof? That fetcher. He knows this is the only heirloom I have left from my family. Only he would stoop so low. Look, I know you could just kill me where I stand. But what if I gave you the amulet and you bring it to him? Then he'd say where the gold's stashed. You kill me here and now. And as far as the town guard is concerned, it's a crime. So you make your choice. You want to do it my way or Jorundr's? Then prepare for the fight of your life. If I fall, you'll just end up rotting in jail with Jorundr. Either way, no gold for you. I'm supposed to be impressed. I fought mudcrabs.
You attacked. Also, she's awfully prepared with a... with a spell. J'évacue en orage, je devrais amener la lunette. Je vais ramener à Jorundr. And you do have a... She actually has a short sword. Chesky. So that's kind of a lot to take in the way. Hey, she did lie. Nice. She did lie, so that's actually very good news. So actually doing the Jorundr's way was actually the good thing to do.
Good evening.
Yeah, there's no infamy either, so technically we did the right thing. Besides, only the winners tell the story, so technically she is on the upper hand to lie. Compared to the prisoner that supposedly assassinated, that has nothing to lose. It still remained as a small gamble, but it is the most probable.
My pleasure, really.
I guess it's night, everyone is at home. Hello, bird.
No touching the locks.
Man, why are you still at it?
Prisoners, what can I do for you, sir? I overheard a guard mention the Countess is looking for a piece to add to her collection of Akaviri artifacts. Our taxpayers' Drake's at work.
Man. Okay.
Not on my watch. Captain Bird will know for sure, though. We all report to him.
Could I skip out quickly?
What a bother. Don't be too long about it. I got to stay with you, so there isn't any funny business. Don't get too close to the prisoner.
Show me the proof. 2 amulets? One of them must be a fake. Clever girl. Taught her everything I know. Good thing you saw through her ruse. So she's dead, eh? Ha ha! Finally someone has wiped that stupid smug grin off her face. Good. Well, you did your part of the bargain, now I'll do mine. The gold is buried outside the walls of Bruma, near the north gate. Goodbye. I don't expect to be seeing you anytime soon. If I were you, I'd get out of Bruma fast before the guards catch on that she's dead.
J'ai montré les lunettes d'Arnor à Jorundr. Il m'a révélé la location du trésor enseveli en dehors de la ville.
What can I do for you, sir? I haven't got all day.
He's still following me. Impressive.
No touching the locks.
Can I touch the doors? Seems so.
Hi there.
Welcome back, my lord. I'm sorry. You must speak to Countess Carvane for any further information.
The crown doesn't suit you.
You look like someone who's comfortable.
What did I
How
do
do you
to
do?
deserve this honor?
Well met.
What are you doing there?
A pleasure to... The Nibbaneans think they're slick. Slippery is more like it. Take care.
Good day. Take care.
Well met.
Dark Brotherhood, that's the English name. I remember now. So I kinda need to do this. I guess it could have been murder if I actually attacked first. Le trésor que Jorundr a concilié en dehors des murs de Bruma. Oh, that's... Mace etiquette. I guess this is Jorundr. This would be the other. Not sure, I'll take those books. Not the rest of them. So it's complete. I should get rid of these things. Let's see. There's Mace etiquette. Then it's H. Bronze skill. Very nice. And light armor. Okay. Alright, next one on the list. I guess I can go with the girl thing. So I can progress main quest.
Greetings.
Eventually I need to get back to Fort to find some more Shadowbane wine.
Well met.
What do you think about all of the skills
Release the basement. Order. J'ai un document dans les sous-sols de Yurl qui révèle les plans de l'ennemi. Je devrais montrer ce document à Geoffrey immédiatement. Et alors, le maître était ravi d'entendre parler de tes activités en dehors de Corol. Plus on ouvre de portes, et plus on se rapproche du nettoyage glorieux. Le maître t'a choisi, et toi et Saveri, pour une mission plus que cruciale. Un signe de ta promotion à travers les rangs de l'élu. On a appris que l'héritier Septime est parti sur les terres du temple de Jorundr, le repère de ces satanées lames. Le maître fait sa destruction la priorité de l'ordre. Et Lord Dagon a commis les ressources requises. Bluma Caverns. Sure enough. I guess it's time to go back to this. And to keep in mind, I have to make some money for this. Oh, now they have some weight. What a pain. I want the Night Eye. On need destruction. Girol Mountains. No more treasure. Alright. Guess we don't need that much. There's another case. I might as well discover that as well. And there is. Okay, there's a house somewhere. It's actually a door. Alright, we'll discover cave and I guess that's like a Oblivion thing. Well, that's decent money maybe? No. You're on giving money. Okay, so we got this cave. But I wanted the housing. Not the Bruma. We know about the Bruma housing.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to die. Am I supposed to be impressed? Die, damn you! Let's get this over.
This one seems in bad shape.
Where you fall down and bleed to death.
Yeah, this one will win.
You'll never. Show me what you've got. I fought mud crabs.
You should stop. En fait, pour dire did do anything wrong. And it's sad. Okay, at least we have home nearby. Apple Watch. Ahead of its time, I guess. Watch farmhouse. Okay, so that's something to explore in the morning. I guess I can also have access to this place before going to topside. J'ai le temps de faire Biogur. You do be a lot higher than I thought. It's right to train a little the jumping. If doable. But at least that's 2 quests at once and I didn't have to do any bad thing. Oh, he was outside and now he's inside. Oh, guess it's night time and that yeah, that road is a bummer. Hmm? Oh.
I'll feel better when you've eliminated those spies. There's no telling what they may be planning. What have you learned about the spies? This makes for grim reading. The Mythic Dawn did not take long to locate Martin again. The document speaks of 2 agents. You need to eliminate both of them. The plans you found make it clear that the Mythic Dawn will soon move against us here. You must eliminate their agents in Bruma.
Alright. This will be quick. Alright. We get back to home.
For Lord Dagon, I do not fear death.
J'ai envie de dire les décédés, j'aurais continué à chercher pour l'autre Espiro. Hmm? Oh. Don't think you have document. What do you mean I'm trespassing? Okay, I'll wait outside then. Outside the building, or anything else. Don't think I need this. Bad idea. Unless you were top there. No. L'agent de l'aube mythique savait les flammes est décédé. Je dois rapporter cela à Joffre. Et les deux assaillants sont décédés. Ok. Et... Here's another thing.
Oh. Hello. Edla Darkheart. If you want to be a marksman, I can train you. If you can breathe, I can teach you. One place is pretty much like another. Regner hates it. But Regner hates everything. Apparently, Right Wind teaches his blade skills to other Fighters Guild members. There's much I can show you. Good day.
Regner. Ah, Lyrian.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight. With those Oblivion... Easterus and I used to be adventurers, but we've retired here. Bruma is far from civilization, but we're ready for a little peace and quiet.
Si.
Good day. Please leave me be. I'm sorry. I can't right now.
You're going to have to leave. This is a crime scene, and no one other than ourselves, our Raynald Draelus, will be allowed access. I suppose there's no harm in telling you what happened. Word is bound to get around Bruma anyway.
Too late.
Turns out that Braden Lyrian is a vampire. Or was. If it wasn't for Raynald Draelus, we may never have uncovered the truth. Let me explain. In the last week or so, we've found 2 bodies stashed in shallow graves outside the city walls. The bodies had puncture wounds on their necks. The bodies were those of some beggars who used to wander the streets looking for handouts. Vampire probably thought no one would miss them. Luckily for us, Raynald arrived in town. He said he was a vampire hunter, so we asked for his help. He tracked the vampire to this house. When he entered the place around noon, Braden was sleeping. He was able to slay him at that point. Luckily, Braden's wife wasn't home. Poor thing. She didn't even know her husband was infected. We did a follow-up investigation, and it's true that no one recollects seeing Braden out in the daylight. He's only been spotted at night. I'm afraid there's not much more to tell you, so you can see we really don't need any help, but thanks for the offer. I'm impressed. It only took him a day to track the vampire down. I guess that's why he does it for a living. As far as I know, he was a good man. I never saw this coming. But vampires are masters of deception, so I guess it makes sense. Feel free to question anyone in town. They shouldn't give you too much trouble. Excuse me.
I can't believe this is happening. Please, please, I need your help. My husband was no vampire. It's ridiculous. No one will listen to me. Forgive me. I loved my husband dearly, and to lose him this way makes no sense. Anything you can do to help would be wonderful. This is all happening so fast. I came home only just a few hours ago. I found the door open, and my Braden dead. Standing over him was a Dunmer. I screamed and ran out into the street. Some city watch were nearby and heard me, I suppose, as they arrived quickly. I heard the Dunmer identify himself as Raynald Draelus. He said he was a vampire hunter, and that Braden was his mark. The guards seemed to know about Raynald, and after a search of the house, the body of some beggar was found stashed in our basement. The guard sent for Carius, who is an investigator for crimes here in Bruma. In minutes, Rainil convinced Carius that Braden was a vampire. Well, of course it does. It was obviously planted here. Why would he stash a body in his own house? That's ridiculous. And another thing. The guards are making a big deal out of no one seeing Braden out in the daylight. Well, of course that's the case. He works at night and has to sleep during the day. Why does that make him a vampire? It's all that Rainil character. I don't trust him. The thing that bothers me the most is that I swear I've seen him before. Of course, he says he's never been here. Look, there isn't much more to say. Please, help me clear my husband's name. Hey, I have no idea where he'd be. Just find him and make him tell you the truth. I swear he's a liar. I know I sound desperate, but I know I'm right.
Alright, I still have a quest around.
So, any new revelations in your investigation? I'm sure Erlene is very upset. She'll be safe, though. Rainil has confirmed with us that she isn't infected. Her accusations that Rainil is lying is not surprising. At this point, she's so upset that she'll say anything to deny what really happened. I suppose if I found out a loved one was something as horrid as a vampire, I'd find any excuse not to believe it either. I'll warn you about one thing. I understand you wanting to help Erlene by checking up on Rainil. We have it on good authority from officials in a neighboring city that Rainil is what he says he is. So I'm not sure what you're trying to prove. I am only allowing you to do this investigation, and I use that term very loosely, because Erlene is so distraught. Keep up the good work, I suppose. Sorry, I have a lot of work to do.
You're completely useless. Alright, let's finish up that other quest first then. Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe the beggars would know.
What do you want? I was at Olaf's earlier, and I ran into this Dunmer named Rainil Draelus. Yes, the vampire hunter. As far as I know, apparently Braden Lyrian was one of those vile creatures, and he seemed to be such a...
Okay, so they don't help either. I don't think it's a beggar either. Okay, let's move on the main quest a little. Maybe there's one place I have to go which is Reywyn. That would be nice.
What have you learned about the spies? Excellent work. I knew I could count on you. The gods did not idly choose you as their agent, whatever you may think. But we have not eliminated the threat against Bruma and Cloud Ruler Temple, only delayed it. I will warn the Countess of the danger. You should speak to Martin. I believe he has made some progress with the Mysterium Xarxes. I will send word to the Countess at once of the danger to Bruma. You should speak to Martin about his progress with the Xarxes.
I've deciphered part of the ritual needed to open a portal to Cameron's paradise. The Xarxes mentions 4 items needed for the ritual, but so far I have only deciphered one of them. The blood of a Daedra Lord. In fact, Daedric artifacts are known to be formed from the essence of a Daedric Lord, from whence they derive their great power. Not an easy thing to come by, obviously, but we will need a Daedric artifact. Bring it to me when you have acquired one. I won't ask what you went through to obtain this, my friend. I know all too well the depravity of the princes of Oblivion. Are you ready to give me the artifact? Remember, the ritual will consume its physical form. It won't be seen again on Tamriel for many years. As you wish. My preparations for the ritual will be different depending on the artifact we use, so I'll need it as soon as possible. I've learned that that the Mysterium Xarxes is both the gate and the key to Cameron's paradise. In some sense, the book is Cameron's paradise. Manca Cameron bound himself to the Xarxes when he created his paradise, using dark rituals which I will not speak of further. A gate can be opened from the outside, however. It will be more difficult, as I will have to temporarily bind myself to the book. But I believe it can be done. I will continue working to decipher the arcane items needed for the binding ritual.
Alright, I'm not giving the skeleton key.
I think I'm close to deciphering more of the ritual. I hope to have made some progress by the time you return with the Daedric artifact.
Let's see. We'll have to do a different Daedric quest event. I still have a lot of things. Alright, let's try to continue with
You should be gathering the items Martin needs for the Mysterium Xarxes ritual. There's no time to lose.
right. I guess we can go to Apple Watch quickly.
A pleasure to speak with you. I don't like to think about zombies. Missing arms, legs, heads. They smell awful, and they're hard to kill.
A classic.
You too.
Alright, you don't help a lot. Alright, we could have some intel with the man of the legend.
Oh, excuse me. I was at Olaf's earlier. Yes. He's... Goodbye.
A pleasure. Be seeing you.
Good to see you.
Alright, I really need a definite help from other people.
Welcome back, my lord.
I'm pleased you decided to find the Madstone. It will be the highlight of my collection.
Later on.
Yes, the apparent. You see, it is pleasant and a bit melancholy to walk among the graves in Green Emperor Way and contemplate the dead who precede us. The Madstone awaits, and so does your reward if you retrieve it. May the path ahead be free of danger.
Why is this so difficult to find people who have information?
Yes? She holds public audience in the Great Hall on weekday mornings. If you need to speak to her, that's the time to do it. I've heard that Jantus Brolus is skilled with both magic and steel. Take care.
Is there a beggar that can help, actually?
Welcome.
I guess I could go to the basement and see. Maybe if I find the basement.
I'm saving up enough for some medicine. Thank you.
You say the same thing?
Looking for him? I think I trust you enough to tell you this secret. To learn more about the Grey Fox, go to the Garden of Deraloth at midnight. Look in the waterfront district of the Imperial City. I can say no more.
Good news.
Yes. Blessings of Akatosh upon ye.
Alright, I can finally start those quests. Good news. I can now stay for 5 more hours doing other quests than the main quest. Roughly. It is not the good house. It is still not the good house. Alright. What does the body have to say at the basement?
Excuse me.
I don't see puncture wounds. Acheter, vendre qui? S'en fiche. Ferait peu importe un Novaloma. On peut voir ce qu'il faut pour avoir la vente. If of virtue. I did steal something. Okay, so they have nothing for me. There's no other exit. And there's like nothing hidden.
Hello.
Oh, you're back. Excuse me. So, I'll warn you about one thing. We have it on good authority from officials in a neighboring city that Reno is what he says he is. So I'm not sure what you're trying. I am only allowing you.
Would you be neighboring city? Give me more information. Perline m'a dit que son arc est innocent. Elle dit qu'il travaille simplement de nuit et dort durant la journée. Dort durant la journée. C'est bien que quelqu'un a dû poser le corps. Il y a quelque chose de suspect envers Rainil. Il dit qu'elle reconnaît. Lorsque j'aurais localisé Rainil, je lui demandais de poser quelques questions. J'ai commencé avec certains des marchands. Ah, ok, aubergiste. Ok, innkeepers, merchant, that does help. Ouais. What do you have to say over there?
What can I do for you? They say that Oblivion gates have opened outside cities all across Tamriel. Gods preserve us. Ah, you mean that vampire hunter? He's staying over at Olav's Tap and Tack. It's near the city gates. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
Bye. Hello. Ah!
You look like someone who's comfortable in heavy armor.
What can I do for you today? I know I may be out of line by saying this, but I think the city guards may be wrong. It's hard to imagine Braden was a vampire. I could have sworn I saw him outside in the daylight before. Unless he just got that disease very recently, I'd say they were mistaken. When I heard Rainil killed him, I didn't know what to think. But after your visit here, I'm beginning to wonder. I usually don't give out that kind of information, especially to people I don't know.
Really?
Good journey to you.
You know what? Okay. Fine. Fine. I'll take that spell and I'll use it on you because you only. This is what I have to deal with to do this quest.
Hello.
Oh, that's the only thing that he deserves.
You've got the hands of a smith. Must have spent some time repairing your gear.
Hi.
Hello. What can I do for you today? I usually don't.
Very well then. Oh, maybe I actually need to. Hold on. En demandant des mouvements, j'ai découvert que Riley reposait à l'Oast Tapetac tant qu'il était en ville. Se localisé à côté des portes de la ville. Pour l'instant, si je dois questionner Riley.
Good day. Olga sure can tell a good story. I'm not normally a big fan of Bard's tales, but she's got some good ones. Goodbye.
Yes? Bye.
Maybe I need to sleep there at night.
What can I do for you? I've got a room. Right then. Head up this. I usually don't give out that kind of information. Good journey to you.
I guess I should stay at night over there.
What is it?
Isn't Sirach an excellent healer?
He's good. We're lucky to have him.
How about that?
Heard any news from the other provinces?
There are foul
Look at the
tidings
muscles on
from
you.
Skyrim. The Greybeards.
Somebody help!
Good to
Come
see
quickly!
you.
We've got a...
Well, well, if it isn't the Holy Crusader himself. I've heard Edla Darkheart was once an assassin. Yes.
Evening.
Farewell. What can I do?
Alright. I have to go with the big one.
Good journey to you. What can I do for you today? Raynill's staying in the last room down the hall upstairs. Here's the key. I always liked Braden and Arlene. They were a nice couple. I hope you get to the bottom of this, because I don't believe he was a vampire either.
There are some sacrifices to be done. Je suis entré dans la salle de Raynill. Je recherche l'endroit avec attention pour quoi que ce soit du suspect. Journal de Geleborn. J'ai découvert un petit journal dans la salle de Raynin à l'auberge. Il semble qu'il faisait partie d'un groupe d'aventuriers qui était un artefact dans une sorte de ruine eyelid. Ils ont tous agréé d'entreposer l'artefact dans une grotte. Jusqu'à ce que plus je recherche puisse être fait au bout de cela. Chacun d'entre eux avait une clé au coffre dans lequel il était sécurisé. D'autres membres du groupe étaient Baladan, qu'un autre nommé Geleborn. L'un d'en trouver plus à propos de Geleborn pour confirmer les suspicions à propos de Raynill. Voilà pour être capable de m'aider. You have a whole story.
Today's your lucky day, so let's hear it. What can I do for you today? Geleborn? That's odd that you should mention that name. Reynold told me that he was the last vampire he hunted. Yeah, that's right. Somewhere in Skingrad, I believe. He said he tracked Gelborn down and killed him. That's apparently why the guards trust him so readily. They had gotten word from Skingrad's City Watch about Raynill and his so-called accomplishment. And nothing else I can tell you about him. He comes and goes and doesn't talk to people much. Just look for me if you need anything else.
L'aubergiste Olaf m'a conté que Geleborn a été vaincu dans Skingrad par Raynill lui-même. Comme pour Baladan, Rhaenys a dit que Celeborn était un vampire. Je pense que Rhaenys a autorisé le vampire comme cover-up pour récupérer les clés du coffre où ils entreposaient l'artefact. Je pense qu'il est temps de voir avec Carius. Rhaenys à propos de Rhaenys doit être arrêté.
Good to see you. Hail, sir.
Ok. This is the house.
Oh, so how do you know about that? Oh, too many people don't know how to keep quiet about official matters. Very well. The Skingrad City Watch informed us that Celeborn was killed by Rhaenys not too long ago. Celeborn was a vampire as well, obviously. What do you mean you disagree? That's a bold statement. What proof do you have that Celeborn was not a vampire? I don't know what to say. It all makes perfect sense now. Why else would Rhaenys have removed this journal from the crime scene in Skingrad? I heard no mention of a key either. It must have been removed by Rhaenys from Braden's body before we arrived. To think that 2 innocent men were killed, and that I'm responsible for one of their deaths, I'm speechless. I will rouse the guard and begin a search for him in the city. Meet me at Olev's Tap and Tack in 1 hour.
It's kinda long. Oh, he disappeared. He's so quick.
Hello.
The time for action has been called. Hooray. Sorry, huzzah. Les gens de Celeborn à Carius étaient choqués par l'histoire qui était contenue à l'intérieur. Il a juré d'amener Rhaenys à la justice. Il est parti en informer les gardes. Il m'a dit de le rencontrer à la Stack Attack dans 1 heure.
Anything else I can help with? You just let me know. Just look for me if you need anything else.
Hello there.
I heard the gauntlets of the Crusader are gone from the... Oh, hello.
Just before I arrived here, I received a report from one of our scouts watching the roads. Rhaenys was spotted heading west out of Bruma. The scout tried to follow, but lost him in the mountains. The only cave to the west that comes close to the one described in Celeborn's journal is Boreal Stone Cave. That must be where he's headed. You must get there before he acquires whatever artifact is being kept there and makes his escape. I'm keeping the city guard in Bruma, as Rhaenys doesn't know we're after him. If he sees a guard, he may panic and run. You're my only hope at the moment. Please, you have my authorization to do everything you can to bring him to justice. If he won't surrender, I think you know what to do. Hurry. I fear you have a day at the most to stop him.
Oh, we won't have a day for this.
I can't wait to get my hands on Rhaenys. He'll become very familiar with Bruma's dungeons, or the end of my blade if he doesn't come peacefully. If all you say is true, Rhaenys will answer for Braden's death.
Jorundr will be happy for this.
Rhaenys will pay for both crimes. Celeborn was likely another innocent he slain. I'll make sure Skingrad City Watch hears of this. Sure, the Fighters Guild raided a family. Please hurry.
I overheard that the Moors in the Countess is looking for a piece to add to her collection of Akaviri artifacts.
There's a lot of conversation going on. Alright. The final before the first break. There should be a small cave. Oriade cave, huh? Boreal Stone Cave. Hello.
Congratulations. I had a feeling you would catch on sooner or later. Leaving that journal behind was a stupid mistake on my part. I saw you enter Olav's tap and tack before I could get there, and I knew that I had to sneak out of Bruma somehow. It was only a matter of time before you or Carius figured it out. No matter. After I've killed you, I won't need my vampire hunter ruse any longer.
You have some nice money on you.
Certainly not. I'm surprised Carius didn't send the entire city watch up here. But then I would have seen that coming, I suppose. I expected to lay low for a while and then be on my way. So again, I underestimated you. This leaves me with little choice. Either I fight you now and have a chance at freedom, or I surrender and rot in a city dungeon. I prefer the chance for freedom. Yes, I suppose it is. Well then, we've talked enough. Only one of us will walk out of here alive this day. Good luck.
It's a day.
That's the best you can
Le casier Lenny dans la Stone Cave. Il refusait de se rendre, choisissant de m'attaquer. J'étais forcé de l'assassiner et pour me défendre. Je m'attends à récupérer l'artefact mentionné dans le journal de Galeborn de coffre. Ouais. Not worth. En ouvrant le coffre avec les 3 clés, j'ai couvert l'artefact votre omelette. Ça semble non remarquable, mais je ne suis pas sûr de sa fonction. Je pense que je devrais l'amener à Ereline et les liens et voir qu'elle veut que je fasse avec. You do not need to add much more quest to this. Okay. As expected, a short cave. Would be funny to find the cave before the quest even begins. So I don't have to do that whole deal. You are still all there.
What news do you bring? Yes, I remember Braden mentioning that name once. He was part of the brotherhood he had created with Raynil. I knew I'd recognize Raynil. I think when I first met Braden many years ago, he introduced me to him. They were part of some sort of brotherhood. They would roam Cyrodiil in search of legendary treasures and the like. The only reason he stopped doing that is because we got married and he wanted to settle down. I'm afraid, thanks to Raynil, that time is lost. Long ago, I made a promise to Braden. I promised to never reveal to anyone what I'm about to reveal to you now. However, because you've avenged his unjust death, I feel that Braden would understand why I'm breaking that pact. Braden told me about this amulet when they first brought it home from whatever distant land it came from. He never really trusted anyone else in the group, and before he secured the treasure in that cave, he had a special enchantment placed upon it. The magic masks the true identity of the item. All it takes is a simple command word, and the amulet would be restored to its true state.
Oh, that's clever.
No, he always feared this day would come. He left me knowledge of that word in the event that he died, and I came into possession of the keys. If the other members of Braden's group were still alive, and I on my deathbed. Only then would I pass the knowledge on to them. If you'd give me that amulet, I would like to show you what you've recovered. Thank you. I will now speak the word. Brother. Here is the amulet back. It's as beautiful as it was the day I remember seeing it long ago. I want you to keep it, as I have no use for this anymore. I'm certain that's what I want, and I'm certain that's what Braden would want. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope that the amulet helps keep you safe on whatever roads you may travel. I'm glad he's dead. I know that's a horrible thing to say, but I think you understand. Justice has been done.
Phylacterie. Speed. Oh. Very good. More speed. Let's see Olav and the other dude guard.
You've got the hands of a smith. Must have spent some...
What is it, sir? Although we can't go back and undo what's been done, I feel justice has been served and Braden's soul may rest with ease. In your absence, I dispatched a runner to Skingrad to let them know they needed to clear Geliborn's name for the record books. Like Braden, I think he deserves to have his name clear of wrongdoing. You did what had to be done. There should be no regrets or doubts in your mind about it. Raynal was an evil Dunmer, and he deserved that fate. They say that Kinnereth granted the boots of the Crusader to someone. I can't imagine what he must have gone through to get them. Have you ever considered a job in law enforcement?
What can I do for you? I'm glad that scum got what he deserved. Good riddance. Hey, you're the...
Okay.
Hope to see you again soon.
Always a pleasure.
Alright. This is done for those quests. Alright, so I guess I have to do at least one more quest for the Daedra to get to keep at least the skeleton key in there. Not much for it in this occasion. Alright, so next I guess we continue with the Brewmaster since we are there. I guess I could do the Shogunate thing. Let's see. Klavicus video would also be a thing. So... this. Okay. Alright, so now... I can save. And that is a nice break to have.